Right, let's have a good look around this thing then. I just wanted to say as well, a big thank you to the hordes of subscribers, 20 or so of you, that subscribed in the last week or so. That's been dead cool, and that spurred me on to do this, and I'm very, very grateful. So you didn't have to do that, but you did, and I'm very, very grateful for it. So thank you. Right, where do you want to start with this then? Okay, let's have a look around the body. So there's a couple of little bits here. That's fine, that's not gone through, so practically good as new. Now I don't know how well the paint shows up here, but it has got some shine underneath it, which we will be able to get back, but it is very, very dull. You know, real. Look at this. Oh, it's green. It's got a sunroof. That's cool, isn't it? But yeah, real sort of decay and spiders and lovely things like that. There's a Continental on here with cracks. This is a cracked Continental, which is good. And it's still got air in it. That's weird, isn't it? Oh God, look at these headlights, man. Oh, this one's got its own ecosystem. It'd be a shame to get rid of that. Bit of rust on the bonnet, but you know, nothing too bad. This tyre's got less air in it than the front one, but I think that's how they're set up. Rear-wheel drive cars, isn't it? I don't know. It's got mud flaps on this side anyway. They'll be worth a few quid, won't they? Real gross. You know, shall I just not clean it? No, I will clean it. I'm looking forward to cleaning it. Right, let's get in here. Now, it's hard to look down this side because it's so tight against this fence. Now I think this was put here via a forklift truck because it was parked on the other side of the yard a little while ago. There's a hole here. I don't want to put my finger in there for too long, just in case there's anything living in there, like a vole. Look at that wheel and tyre there. That does not look like it's going to do well. It's got doors and windows though, and a mirror. Looks like it's got all of its hubcaps. And sadly not all of its mud flaps, that's the same, unless I find it in the car somewhere. Let's go on this side. So there's your tax disc, 0406. And yeah, look at all these. Oh, these are spiders. A little bit more rust on here, but again, that's absolutely fine, you know, we like that. That's good. Shows character. Is that chrome? Oh my god, look at that. Possibly too good for us, this. Wowee. Okay. Now we're going to get stuck into the inside of the car and under the bonnet, but first let's see what's in the boot, eh? Because you can sometimes tell half the story with what's in here. Oh, oh gross. Oh man. Oh god. Oh. Oh my god. I don't know if you can see on camera, but there's a lot of, oh Jesus Christ. A lot of things just came out of that car. Things that I've never seen before. Maybe a new species. Oh dear. Oh fuck. That's just a tiny little bit of yeah, that's, oh god, it goes all the way through. Okay, so there is a tiny little hole there. I'll show you. Let's get stuck in. Now this is what I accidentally found then. Oh dear, oh dear. Luckily that's in a really easy place. Not. But we'll just put a bit of, you know, bit of tissue paper in there or something and just hide it over like that. That'll be fine. But it's actually quite good. That's all that green stuff under there. That was gross. It's got a warning triangle to warn people never to buy cars that have been sat for 16 years. Now, I've got the feeling that because there was a hole in it here, that it's going to be rotten as a peach. So, look at this tyre. Whoa, that's fine. That's going to work. Okay, there's some brake discs and an old Fanta can. Some tools, we'll take those, look. How are you supposed to get any leverage on that? You have to be a He-Man to be able to turn a wheel nut with that. Look, maybe something attached to the back of it, I don't know. Should we get this thing out and have a look inside it? That's actually really cool. That's like a genuine Mercedes boot plastic cover thing. That could have maybe saved its bacon if the water's been going in there. Who knows? Well, we're about to know. Okay. I mean, on first inspection, that's all fine. Yeah. Okay. What are these doing there? Okay, we might I'll just leave those in there. Well, that's fairly together, isn't it? Oh God, what's under there? There's some crusty bits, but that's all right, isn't it? Okay. Apart from those disc brakes, though, there's no sort of bits of engine. You know, the last thing you want to see is like a head off an engine in there, or like a bottom pulley or something, you know, because then you're potentially in deep trouble. Because what we don't know, of course, is why this was sort of parked up and why wasn't it used for longer. So, okay, coming through. Anything gonna run out and escape? No? Any cats or dogs or rats or mice? No? Okay. Right, let's get you in here. Now on first inspection, this door looks pretty good. That door panel's pretty sound, apart from the lock seems to have like come out here. I don't know what's happened there. Maybe it's someone's tried to break into it at some point or something. I don't know that. Door looks nice and solid. Sill there looks really good. This sill looks amazing as well. This door pillar, sill, spiller, groove jet. Great song. Wow, look at that. I don't know if you can tell, folks, from just this footage, but that is super clean. Look at these seats as well. That's not even that baggy. These are usually really baggy, these. That one is a little bit over there, but look at that. It's never been used, man. Look at these Mercedes mats. Oh, what's that over there? Oh God, let's go in. Hold your breath. Don't know what that is over there, but look at these seats. Oh man, they're gonna come up nice. This could be a, hey guys and girls, this could be a Sunday drive with this car. Imagine. If only it worked. Right, let's have a look in the front. Okay, here we go. Okay, here we go. Okay. Let's get involved. This door panel again looks really good, and the door and sill again, and inside the door. I mean, look at that. I'm pretty happy with that, boys, you know, and girls. That's weird. Why is that like that? Is that like a Mercedes thing? That is weird. What's in there? Let's rock together. Do we have to? Do you reckon these will play? What does that say? Oh, Socks Mix 2. What happened to Socks Mix 1? There's a couple of other little bolts and things, and what is this? What's this? Oh, oh, I don't think it's supposed to look like that. Oh God. Oh well. Sony then. Expensive. Wow, look at this thing. Look at these seats though. Oh my God. This interior is going to come up nice, I'm telling you. Holy smokes. That, looks like it doesn't even need a clean. What's going on? Oh no. Well, I don't know if you can see there, but there's mould inside the instrument cluster. How the hell am I going to sort that? It's inside. Oh oh dear. Oh dear. God, look at the steering wheel. Oh, that is pretty gross, but it's there. Doesn't look too worn either. That's pretty cool. Wow. Okay, should we get in? Do we dare? Oh, I'm going in. Oh God. Oh. Oh, that's got a distinctive smell. Oh. Ah, key. Yes, key. Okay. There's the CD player, it's still in there. Okay, it says it's done 118,000 miles, which I can totally believe. And that's not a lot for one of these. That's fairly low mileage, you know. Winning. Ah, the thing that's not winning though, the eagle-eyed of you may have spotted this if it was caught on camera, but let me show you this. Now, that there is a gear stick which would indicate that the car is manual. Now, manual cars have 3 pedals. One, this one, that makes you go, that makes you stop, and that one over there looks like it's doing absolutely fuck all nestled against the bulkhead. So that may stop us in our tracks today, but let's find out. You know, it might just be a stuck mechanism or something, but it would seem that the clutch pedal is fully depressed. Don't be so depressed, man. Don't be depressed. It's okay. We're going to make it all right. I know you've been sat for a long time, but stop being so depressed. Oh, what are these? Come on. Have we got tapes? That one says red. Oh, yes. Doesn't say anything on it. What's this one? Oh. What's this say? See inlay card for details. I love that one. See inlay card for details. Great tune. These are all empty, you can tell, because they go red. I mean, it's a very clever tech. Look at all the buttons. What's in the glove box? Oh, Jesus Christ. Wow. That is dusty. Whoa. Oh, there's some inhalers and a map. Oh, lovely. Well, we'll just shut that. We didn't see any of that. Okay. Right. Right then, folks. Let's have a look in the stable. Let's see what she's packing. That's really stiff. That is really stiff. I might have to put some WD 5 million on that. Okay. 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 Do you like spiders? Because I don't. Oh. 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 Oh God. Okay. I guess that's where that goes. Oh God. Is that? Okay. Oh. So initial impressions are well, not great. It looks very old in here, like a lot older than the rest of the car, a lot more rustier, and stuff's been done, things are loose, pipes are off, and I mean, I know as much as you about Mercedes 190Es, so we're going to do a little bit of learning together here. And how small is that radiator? Jesus. Right, there's no battery in it, but we bought a battery. I've got a boot full of tools that are probably going to be wrong. Battery, oil, liquids, WD-40 for stuck hinges. And yeah, let's get some gloves on and bring you in here and you can see what I can see. We've been blessed with this weather, guys and girls. This is really nice today. The sun's actually come out and everything. So I don't know if you can see, but there is swathes and swathes of spiders' webs that are going to be in a way. It doesn't look like there's, well, I haven't seen any spiders yet, so let's just clear a little bit of this out of the way. The airbox is loose, so maybe we should take that off first and have a little look. Okay, that came off a little bit easier than it should have done. Oh! Oh shit, that needs a little lick of paint, doesn't it? Okay, it's got an air filter. I mean, that's great news. And there is a carburettor here. Of some description anyway, some sort of, I don't know, electrical carburettor of, I don't know how these things work. Right, oil. Has it got any? Oh God, look at that. Oh, it's very well, it's very drippy. It's not bad. It's not bad, folks. It's not bad. It's not all bad. You know, this could really what happens to this? What is a Uber struck? Because it's oil strict. I'm guessing, judging by the cap, that this is where the coolant goes, and I'll be damned. There is something in there. What? I can't reach it, but there is liquid in there. I saw it. I saw the liquid. It's in there. I can't tell what it is. It could be oil. Well, it could be water. If it's water, that is wicked. 16 years and it's still got coolant in it. Ugh, cool. Oh. Bad news is though, the washer jets are seriously low. I'm gonna have to fill that up. It's expensive. Okay. It's got a fan. Let's just get a little bit of WD on that. Now I'm doing this so I don't sort of shock anything back to life. If things start moving at high RPMs, I don't want stuff to be stuck and explode. So let's give the alternator a bit of a go, because yeah, you guessed it, it's got one of those. Power steering pump. Those pulleys there. The belt might squeal like a bastard, but at least the pulleys are hopefully not going to be seized in place and may rotate. Has it got power steering fluid? Let's have a look. Okay, maybe not. Oh no, that's not power. Is that the... Oh, that is a power steering. Okay, I don't know how to get into there. Where's the brakes on this? Oh yeah, over here. Oh my god. Oh, look at that. I don't know if you can see that there, but it has got brake fluid. Things are looking up, guys. Things are looking up. Right then. So I kind of want to know if this thing cranks over. And I don't want to do that via just banging the starter, but because I don't know if it's stuck in gear. There's a big caravan here, looks expensive, but I can tell you now I'm not going to be able to get anything on that bottom pulley because the fan's in the way, and the fan shroud and everything's in the way. Let me show you. So this is what I'm dealing with down here, and yeah, I'm not going to be able to get anything on there from above, and I don't want to go underneath it. So yeah, look at that. I mean, that's pretty rusty, but exhausts are rusty, aren't they? You know, all the rest of it looks okay, doesn't it, in here? It's not bad. What's this? So that's where the battery goes, and again, it's not bad in there. A little bit of stuff that needs cleaning, but that's all right, isn't it? This is the little carby thing, look, and that is moving, which is a bonus. God, look at this weather. Trusty Passat there. So yeah, let's think about what to do first. Look at the brake fluid as well. How cool. Right, I think first thing we should do is hook a battery on it and do a fire test. Stick the battery on and just see if anything explodes or sets on fire. But I'm going to try and make sure it's out of gear first. Okay, here we go. Okay, come on. Oh! Did you see that one? It went on an adventure. Okay, right, let's get this thing in. Now I picked this battery specifically because it was the cheapest and it's got a handle. Okay, here you go. Oh, shit. Oh. Okay. Oh, there's a lot of nasty beasties in here. Oh, okay. Negative cable going on. Don't be so negative. There we go, that's perfectly installed. And right, so I've got the positive cable here, which looks in fairly good condition. I have checked it's out of gear. Something's a bit loose on it. Get ready to start listening, okay? I'm watching for any smoke. It's drawing power from somewhere. Okay, that's in. Now it looks like I need to tighten something up, so let me get a spanner. The alarm works. There is a button for the alarm here, but the battery inside it I think is dead. So what do we do now? Okay, let's have a think. Okay, so I've shut all the doors, and the best case scenario here is that the key in the door stops the alarm. Right, the indicators were flashing, so I've just locked the door and now they're not flashing. So let's open it again, and it does look like the central locking works as well, which is insane. No more flashing of indicators. The alarm is no longer on, I think. Shall we see what happens when we put the key in? Okay. I don't know how much you can see there, but the key is like on the left hand side for some reason. Okay, so key going in, steering lock on. Okay, oh, we've got lights, SOS, ABS, battery, oil, everything. Oh my god. Right, what works, what doesn't? Right, first thing to test is the stereo. How does this thing go on? Oh. Does that just, how do you, does it just put the, oh my god, the Temptations! Come on, why won't you click into place? Right, it doesn't want to click into place, so I'm just going to hold it there for a second. Yeah, the screen's completely dead, but you know, we might get tunes, that might work. Okay. What else? Horn? Horn works. That's the MOT passed. Should we have a look? Oh, no, let's not mess about with sunroofs. What about the electric mirrors? Do these work? Surely not. Oh my god, it does. The electric mirror works. That is incredible. Wow. Mercedes guys, you know. This is pretty special. So you can see all the lights there. Let's try. Pretty sure it's out of gear. Let's just try and see if the engine turns. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Okay, that's amazing news. The engine turns over. Oh, wow. There is one thing though that I can't hear. Let's investigate. So we know that the engine rotates over, which is fantastic, but I have done a little bit of research, and sort of, I don't know, in the middle of the car-ish, on the other side, there's a fuel pump. Now, when I put the ignition on, I did not hear that fuel pump prime, which is pretty good because we don't want it sending whatever's in the tank to the car anyway, really. But the tank, I think, on these is plastic, so it's probably not going to be that corroded inside, although it might have a bit of crap in it. It's probably not going to be as bad as if it were a metal tank that had corroded and you've got big bits of rust and stuff inside it. So what are we going to do then? I think we should pull the air filter housing off, and then we should get the line for the fuel coming from the tank, unplug it, turn the key again and see if anything's coming out, and then if it isn't, we know that the fuel pump isn't working and we can try and fix it. Right then, how does this crazy assembly come off? Does it just pull up? Is there any bolts? I mean, it looks like there was bolts at one point and now there isn't any. Is that a nut or a bolt? What is that? Oh, okay, it's off. Oh, God, that was a bit too dramatic. Right, there's a couple of things plugged in, so I'm going to do the right thing and just leave that to one side. Okay. Wow, look at this thing here then. We've got a throttle cable that seems to be free, and it seems to be doing something inside there. There is actually injectors on this. I can see the injectors, little fuel injectors there. This is like a real sort of early German EFI system, electronic fuel injection, which is pretty awesome, to be honest. It looks really cool. But I don't want to fill it with a load of crap from the tank. Now I think this pipe here might be the fuel come from tank pipe. So let's pull that off, eh? What size are you? Are you a 17? Yes, you are. First time. Didn't just do that for camera. That was first time. I saw it. I knew the size. Let's see. Use this. That's what it's for. To be honest, I actually have a kind of plus gas in the car. Shall I get that? I don't want to waste it. Plus gas is expensive. WD-40 is cheap. Because I don't want to spend loads of money on this car because I don't even know if it works, man, you know. Just... Okay. So that's dry. Bear in mind that the ignition has just been on. It should be a load of fuel. It's pretty cool though. But let's just go and turn the ignition key on and we'll see. Can you just keep your eye on this little pipe here if you can see that? Just keep your eye on that and just see if any fuel comes spurting out. Okay, we asked 100 people and our survey says the fuel pump doesn't work. There is a little trick to this, which I'm going to show you now. Now, I've just had a little rewatch of that YouTube video, and apparently behind this thing here I should find a couple of relays. If I can get this out. Lovely, there you go. And there is some kind of ECU, but I can't see any relays. Okay, that could be a problem. There is no... there's one over there in the corner, I can see. Right. Okay. Bit more investigation maybe? Okay, so I think I know where the fuel pump relay is. I think it's that one there. But before we mess about with that, there is a fuse box over here, which is open. So let's just have a look at these fuses, make sure none of these are duff. Yeah, they all look good. Okay, okay. Oh, that's good. Right, I'm going to get a bit of cowling out of the way and then we'll have a dig into it. I've managed to relieve the fuel relay from its slumber down there. Now apparently if I bridge a couple of those pins, it's going to supply a direct 12 volts to the fuel pump. And as you can see, there is a bit of corrosion on that pin there, which I think is one of the ones that I need to bridge. So there's every chance that this could be the culprit and it might just need a bit of cleaning up, but we're just going to try and bridge it first anyway and see what happens. This little device here, I'm going to try and jam in the holes and see what happens. So remember to look out for this pipe here and keep your ear to the ground. I don't know if you can see that pipe, there it is. You can see a pipe, now my hand's in the way. I hope nothing bites me. It would appear that that is not working, so I'm going to try and plug this back in. And, see if that does anything. Okay, so bridging it didn't work, so now I might try and do something a little bit crazy. So what I thought was potentially going to be a fairly quick fix on that didn't work. So I do have a backup plan, and it is essentially just to pour a bit of fuel down the carb and see if that makes it run. I have got some stuff with me, I'll show you now. I have, oh no, it's in the back of the car. Why? Let's do this on the boot for correct mixturing. I have petrol and I have some 2-stroke oil, and I'm just going to do a little mix in a bottle and pour it down the carb and see what happens. You don't want to use stuff like brake cleaner or maybe even straight petrol for this, because it might just wash the cylinders and sort of give us a little bit of an issue. But putting a little bit of 2-stroke oil in it is going to help sort of lubricate all that top end, all the valve train, all that type of thing, and the uppy down bits and stuff, and just make me feel a little bit better about everything in general. So let's give that a go. Okay, so I've got my little mixture there. There's only a tiny little bit of the 2-stroke oil in there just to make everything a bit slippier. I'm just gonna clean that out, and then I'm going to bung a little bit of this down its throat, and we'll see if it barks off. And if it does, then at least I know that we've got ignition, we've got spark and all that sort of stuff, and then I can think about how to sort this fuel pump. Getting to the fuel pump is really difficult because it's behind the driver's, behind the passenger's rear seat, and that is right up against this fence, so that's going to be difficult. So what I might try and do is MacGyver some sort of temporary fueling system into the car, which will at least help us get it out of here, you know, where I've got better access. So let's give this a go first and we'll see what happens. Just be on fire watch, okay? Well, she ran. Now, it may have only been for a split second, but this engine did just run after being sat for 16 years. That's a testament to Mercedes. Wow, super cool. I didn't hear any big clanks, but it didn't really run for long enough to find out anyway. So, exciting. Right, let's think about a fuel system for this now. One of the issues I've got is that the fuel goes into the carb via a strange kind of metal hard pipe, which is going to be too big for the fuel pipe that I've brought with me. So let me come back to you on that, okay? It runs! Right then, quick status report. Everything I have is the wrong size. This is just a little bit of some of the fuel pipe that I've got. Nice big hole. But this is your connection here. And 2 does not become 1. So I really don't want to have to go into town to get something. We're going to have a think now. We're going to try and MacGyver something. Something can be done here, I know it can. Let's have a little look. A little bit more make it go juice down its throat, because I wanted to try and find out if it will run for longer than a second, because we could be looking at that immobiliser issue, couldn't we? My God, come on! What a car. Let's just keep throwing fuel down it all day and watching it run. This is more fun, isn't it? Oh, that's too much. Okay, let's go. Okay, bring the noise. Bring the noise. Come on. Oh, why doesn't the key work? Look at that oil pressure. And that is idling, folks. That is a car that idles right there. Look at that oil pressure, and there goes the fuel. I mean, what more do you want? Oh, how about a clutch? Right, okay, let's sort some fuel out now, because we know this is going to be a running car, so let's do something, and there isn't any immobiliser issues doing. Fuel pump might still be an immobiliser issue, but can't see any indicators flashing or anything. The alarm's not going off, so no, I unplugged the alarm. That's right. Now, as I'm so used to being right all the time, or is that wrong all the time? Not sure. I may have overlooked something. It happens. I just flicked the key on before when we were in there doing that little bit of thing. And the fuel gauge didn't go up at all. I mean, it didn't even... nada. And that made me think, either fuel gauge is broken, which is probably very likely, or there's no fuel in it. And if you can imagine now, back to when this car was parked in this yard, whenever they had to move it, they probably just put a battery on it, fired her up and drove it to wherever they needed to move it to. And they probably did that until the petrol ran out. So, I'm going to pour these 2 cans into the petrol tank and see if the petrol gauge goes up, because I might not be able to hear the fuel pump because of Merck's incredible refinement that it's just too quiet, and maybe if there was some fluid going through it I might be able to hear it more. What was that just crawled under there? So I'm going to do that now, and then we will twist the key again and see if we can hear any different noises, and maybe we'll see some fuel shooting out of there, whereas there might not have been before because there wasn't any fuel in it. Let's get to work. Right. I wonder what I'd be doing today if I wasn't here. Oh shit. That has never happened to me before. Gee, crap. This one. Okay. Let's try it again. That fuel tank does sound empty, you know. It doesn't sound like there's fuel landing on fuel, it sounds like it's fuel landing on, hopefully, plastic. Second one. Okay, I've put fuel in the tank. Let's just loosen this thing off again, and then we'll go and twist on that key again, and we'll see what happens this time. Oh, getting kind of used to it in here now. I really don't know how I'm gonna clean behind there. Might be one of you detailers out there, if you know how I would do that. Any tips or tricks? Let me know. Right, okay, let's have a listen. Yeah, nothing. Absolutely nothing. Let's try it again. Let's try it again. Let's try it again. No. So the fuel gauge doesn't seem to be moving either, I don't think. Let's just watch it. Nope. Let's see what happens if we fire on it again. Okay, still dry, but at least we've like, you know, made sure that that's not the issue. But what is the issue? I don't know how well you can see this, but I've got an old bit of tube in here. This is a vacuum line, yes. I am fully aware. This is an old Holly fuel pump that I had from a while ago, and my idea is to try and suck on some fuel from the tank and maybe push that past the what do you call it, you know, the pump, and see if that does anything, see if I can get it flowing through. Because if fuel does come up from here and I can get it through there, then at least I know A, there's not a blockage, and B, if I connect that to that with something, then we might have a little rudimentary fuel system. So let's give that a go. This goes onto some kind of groundy ground. Oh, is that one I made earlier? I didn't make that earlier, but that looks absolutely ideal. That was just there for me, that was weird. Right, okay. Bring the fuel. Oh! There she goes, ladies and gentlemen. Right, we've got fuel flying through there, which is brilliant news. So there's no blockage or anything. We just haven't got a working fuel pump. Now I need to either connect that to that or go and twist the key again and see if any fuel comes out of here. So let's just do that now that we've primed it, if you like. And if you can just watch that for me, that'd be great. Oh, 10-4, good buddy. That is a negative. We do not have fuel pump. I don't know if you heard that as well, but you can kind of hear the fuel pump relay working, which is exciting. But now I need to connect that back up, connect that to that, and let's see if we can make her idle. Plugged into that, and I've used cable ties to hold it all together. Wicked. Let's see if it runs. Come on. Interesting. Ah. See, what I didn't do then was actually switch it on. We all make mistakes. Some of us more than others. Come on, baby, run, 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 run. Come on, baby. You're making fuel, aren't you? I can almost feel the fuel that you're making. I know you. We're in this together. Something happened, something idly. But I'm giving you what you wanted. You wanted fuel, I'm giving you fuel. Oh, Jesus Christ. What? Okay. It's weird, it seems like a lot of the exhaust is exhausting here. Oh my god. I know where it might be. Oh god, I'm on the floor. Right, as suspected, the exhaust is absolutely chocked full of stuff, which means the car's not able to breathe, which is why it's not running. That's probably because it's been forklifted into place. Oh, is that everything out? And yeah, forklifted into place and just the back of it's just dug into the ground. Ah! Oh god. Not ideal. Come on. You see the exhaust's not got any hangers on it, so that's why it's so low. Okay. See if that makes a difference. Okay, did you see anything? Did anything come out? I'm going to have to watch it back and find out. Good news, essentially, isn't it, really? But problem being that it's not running off my little clicky-clacky fuel pump. So I'm going to have to delve into that again now, which means removing all those cable ties. Nightmare. Why? You know to fuel? You said you would. Yeah, you're making fuel. Put the fuel in there. Fuel from here goes into there, please. Come on now, stop playing. Do I need this on? Is there anything? Is it because of this? I don't think so. Okay, it's just not wanting to run off the fuel coming from the tank. One of the interesting things is the fuel gauge has now started working and it's showing well over a quarter of a tank. So I'm wondering if this is bad fuel and that's why it's not running. But it should run a little bit, it should just run badly. I'm worried that I might be being daft. Boy, silly boy. This isn't the fuel return, is it, that I'm trying to put fuel into? Imagine. Because if that is the fuel return, then obviously it's not going to be pushing any fuel through. There is another fuel pipe here, but that goes directly to there, which would makes more sense that this is the fuel innie because of this little diaphragmy thing here. But maybe I'm completely wrong. I mean, what have we got to lose? Interesting. Should we crack that off and see what happens? Yeah, let's do that. There it goes again, just running off the fuel that I pour down the carb. Not running off anything else. Potentially something sticking in here. It's not going to be injectors or anything, it's not going to be any of that because I'm pouring fuel in there and it's getting to the engine, so what could it be? I mean, it's running real nice like off that fuel, so why isn't it running off the other stuff? I mean, why isn't it running? Why isn't it running? Why isn't it running in general? What is going on? Why is no taking fuel here and put fuel here? Why is no go from here to here? Am I going to have to do some sort of real hard work? I don't want to do any real hard work. I just want this to be easy. Why? It's easy work. This was supposed to be simple. So I've been messing about with various things. I can't quite get it to do what I want. So I'm just going to have a little bit more of a play, a little bit more of a research and see where we go from there. I have read something which I need to read up now. That this Jetronics unit here, which isn't quite a carburetor, it's a fuel injection system, but it's all a bit weird. Anyway, this thing needs 85 psi of fuel pressure to run. Now I don't know if we're going to get that off this little Holly pump. It doesn't actually tell me what psi it gives out, but it's possibly not enough, and I think 85 psi would probably blow those hoses off anyway, so I don't think it's making that. So I'm just going to have a little bit more of a read up and see where we get to, because time is ticking away, folks, and even if I do get this running, I've got a lot of other stuff to do to it. We've got to look at that clutch, we've got to look at brakes, got to look at the tyres. You know, anyway, let's talk more research. As you can see, I've had to get the car up in the air on a couple of axle stands. And I mean, I hate getting under cars. I can't even begin to tell you how much I hate getting under cars. But I need to. I just can't get anywhere with this. My little Holly pump is either not strong enough to push the valves open inside there, or something else is going wrong, but it's just not having it. So I'm going to try and put a live 12 volts directly to the pump and see if that barks it into life. Oh, I can't get under it. Can't do it. Don't want to be dramatic here, but I just don't fit, like, at all. I'm going to save up and get a big jack. I need a bigger jack. I just can't get enough lift off my jack from the floor because the car's right on its arse because there's no air in the tyres. So I've got a couple of options. I could try and have a look at a couple of the other issues, such as getting air in the tyres. Be lucky, I've just seen the state of the back too, but I have got something up my sleeve. And potentially trying to free this clutch up. If I can do that, I can make it run at least backwards, if the clutch works, just by pouring fuel down the carb. And I fancy doing something different, so let's do that, shall we? Because it's now 3:30 and yeah, I'm running out of batteries, I'm running out of memory card, running out of patience, running out of steam, running out of water. It's not going as well as I thought it would. Right, okay, let's go. Okay, first thing I'm going to try and do, all these stones are really painful. I want you to know that. Like, it couldn't just be like a nice bit of tarmac, could it? Or carpet, like a nice Persian rug or something. No, it's got to be like viciously jagged stones. That wasn't the caravan, that was the air pan that I put next to the on the floor over there, so don't worry about that, anybody watching. Right, okay. You joke. Even the bloody valve caps are seized on. Metal valve caps. No thank you. Goodbye. Okay. Will you accept my offering of air? I doubt it. How many PSI should we try and put in? Let's do like 25. Okay, it's on 0. Zero. Zero. 5.5. 6. 6.5. It's put it there, isn't it? No way. Whether it'll last or not, I don't know. 7. This is amazing. Maximum 80 kilometers an hour. I'm not sure that's going to be a huge issue. Look at this thing. Okay, yeah, little valvey bobs. I get you, I get you. What? How does it? But what? Okay, cool. Well, let's see. I mean, that says 25 PSI. It feels hard. That's incredible work. And I mean, I can't hear any air hissing out, so we might be all right for that one wheel. Let's try the one on the other side. It's going to be hard to get to, but let's give it a go. I mean, if this works, I'm going to be flabbergasted. So essentially we just have to like connect a pipe to a pipe to a pipe, and then we get a brand new tyre. Surely that's too good to be true. Oh God, why? Now I think we wait or something. I mean, that is definitely empty, so maybe I disconnect that. Oh, from there. everything's... Fuck. I mean, something's happened. The liquid must have gone somewhere, because that's empty now. I think then you put that on there, it says, oh God, come on. And then, do you have to give it a minute, maybe? Oh, sorry, I was blocking your view. Oh, I apologise. Ow! So we've safely assumed death on the other tyre. What about this one? I mean, that tyre is officially holding air. I mean, that's a highway tyre there, isn't it? You can really get down the M56. Sorry about that, I thought you were on a roller coaster then. I was saying you can really get down the M56 with that tyre, couldn't you? Okay, that's a cool tyre pump for the collection. Okay, let's have a look at this clutch thing then, eh? Hey, yes! Clutch fully in sad mode. Don't be so sad. Come on, baby. Pull out. Oh. Okay. And push down. And pull out. And push down. Pull out. Push down. Out. Out. Okay, you're not doing anything. Okay, now I can't tell, but I think it's a hydraulic clutch, which would make a lot of sense, wouldn't it really? But there's plenty of fluid in there. That's for the brakes. Don't think there's a separate reservoir for the clutch, but I'm just going to have a little scout around now and see if I can find that out for certain, you know. It's just got air conditioning. Well, that's past it. Okay, I've switched to phone camera because of the torch, but as you can see, that there is the clutch slavey cylinder, and it goes down behind this thing here into a pipe there, and that pipe in turn looks very poor condition and goes off down there, as you can see. Okay, and the problem we're having is that mechanism ain't giving us no clutch, and it's fed from the brake cylinder, I'm sure. So I'm just going to keep pumping on it for a bit and see if anything comes back, and I'll let you know. I can't really get a clutch pedal. It needs a lot more investigation than just sitting there pumping it. And again, everything's underneath. There looks like there's fuel getting. There looks like there's oil getting into it. Looks like everything's good. So I can't really do much. What I can do though is start. I can't really say it. Potentially start it in gear. At least get it pointing that way, and there's a nice long run there which I can sort of maybe make it move, but I kind of just want to move it, you know, just to see. I don't know, I just want to move it, that's all I want to do. Okay, so that's reverse. I haven't tried the brakes yet. I'm scared that they're going to explode when I press them. Okay, here goes nothing. 16-year-old brakes. Have I got a pedal? Bloody hell. Got an excellent pedal. That's one out of the 3 pedals working. Okay. from this angle, she's a bit of a sorry old state, isn't she? Ooh dear. Right, let's think of what to do next. Now that I've crashed it into that thing there on the start motor. Cool. Right, I've pulled it out a bit so I can get down the side, and this side's looking pretty decent, isn't it? I mean, again, no major rumbelows. That tyre's yeah, so I think that big hole there is possibly the reason why it wasn't taking any air. I mean, I'm not 100%, you know, I'm not a scientist, but I would imagine that would be the root cause of there being no air in the tyre. Well, no, sorry, there's obviously air in the tyre, isn't there? Because there's air all around us, but not held in at high pressure. So yeah, this is currently where we're sat now, and I don't really know what to do next, so I'm just gonna have a bit of a think. I wish I had a clutch, because if I had a clutch it would make life a lot easier. I wish it ran, because if it ran it would make life a lot easier. I wish it had air in that tyre, because if it had air in that tyre it would make life a lot easier. Okay. Running and driving under its own power. I mean, you know, it kind of is. What do you want? That's sad, isn't it? That is sad. But look, it's out of its hole. It ran. It drove. That tyre is a bit chewy. Oh, good God, look at it. What a beautiful machine. What am I doing? Right then, let's get this puppy home. That sounded way too optimistic. Now this is my solution, and I'm telling you now, you ain't gonna like it, but this is what we got. So, drawing fuel in to this high performance Holly pump, it's then gonna drip into this machine, whatever this does. And this bit here, see where it's kinked? This is my fuel regulator. So allow me to show you how it works, because it's fairly ingenious. So as you can see, there's only a tiny little drip there now, but if I extend the radius of this curve, it absolutely pours in. So I just need to find a little sweet spot, wedge something in there where it just sort of like trickles in, like that, and we'll make the car run, and then I can drive it back. With 3 wheels. This is nuts. You'll be pleased to know though that it ain't far. It's literally round the corner. So let's see if this does actually work. Well, guys and girls, that was going so well up until the point that the battery died. But before that, I mean, look, it's like 3, maybe 4 miles that's driven. It's pretty impressive, you've got to admit. I wonder if I'll have better luck with that other Merc. I don't know. Anyway, it's nearly near the exit, so I'm going to get it back to the workshop now, come hell or high water, but probably with a trailer. And then I'll get underneath it when it's on the ramp, check that fuel pump out, make sure that's good, and I will do something with the clutch, make clutch good, and then that's it, isn't it really? It'll be a perfect running and driving car. Might get some new tyres for it. Brakes seem to work. I mean, it's not that bad really, just because it didn't really, you know, we didn't get to see it go down the road. But I mean, guys, I don't know. I'm here, look, I'll show you what I've got with me. You know, it's tough, isn't it? This is all your tools in the world. So there's not an awful lot I can do, and I can't, like, I need a bigger jack, man. I can't get under the car. So that's my next purchase. Before I come back and tackle this silver one, I think that's the next purchase, a big jack, because then at least I could get under it to sort fuel pump and stuff out, and we might stand a better chance of driving it. But I think the fuel pump has gone on that. I don't think it's the relay or anything, I think it's the pump itself. So I'm going to order a new one of them as well and get that fitted. Drives really well. It's quiet, comfortable. Well, that's fallen off there, I need to sort that. Nice guy George in front with his forklift. That's not pulling me or anything, that's just, I'm just following him really closely. Yeah, that's not a rope, it's a camera angle, look, see? That's more like it. So that's it then. The car's now back at HQ. It ran, it drove. There's a few things we need. Annoyingly, with these slightly more modern cars, modern classics, it's not as easy as working on the truck or the Mini, for example. It's not just sorting out a carburetor and putting a fuel pump on it, and clutch isn't run by a cable, it's a master cylinder and a slave cylinder. I don't know which one of those is bust. I'm hoping it's the master cylinder, which is above the pedal, because obviously I don't want to be taking the gearbox out, but we're going to find out eventually, aren't we? So that's it for episode 1 of the Mercedes revival, Mercedes number 1 revival. I'm going to try and do them both side by side as I'm sort of waiting for parts and such, so expect a couple more videos on these. Next video I'm hoping to have the fueling issue sorted, and I'm hoping to have the clutch issue sorted, and then we'll get some tyres on it, and then we'll take it for a proper spin. That sounds easy, doesn't it? And then after that is going to be a serious cleaning video, you know, getting it really sparkling, because I know there's some shine under there, just trying to get out. And that's it then. I hope you've enjoyed watching. If you have, and you really want to see what happens to this beautiful car next, just subscribe, give this video a like if you thought it was any good, and click the notifications thing, because that means you'll get a notification as soon as this next episode is out, which I don't know when that's going to be, but I'll try and do it as soon as possible. It all depends on where I can get parts from and how quickly those parts arrive, really, and how I'm going to get this into the workshop. Okay, see you next time.